Ladies and gentlemen, please rise.
Bargo devasya dimai Yuyona prachodaya Bhuvasva Tatsaviturvarenyam 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 Bargo devasya.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live streaming. So if you could come down on your left of the aisle so that we can have direct view for the viewers on the live stream. Thank you.
Bhuvasvaha Savitravarenyam
Prem Namaste and welcome everyone. Thank you for attending. So you're welcome to come and view the body. If you could walk on the left hand side of the box, offer your flowers and the families on the left side as well if you'd like to sympathize with them. Thank you.
Savitravarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo yo Prachodayam Om Bhuvah Swaha Savitravarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo yo Prachodayam Bhuvah Swaha Savitravarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo yo Prachodayam.
Ladies and gentlemen, there's been a request if you could greet the bereaved family first and then make your offering and then walk around the box. Thank you.
Savitravarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo yo Prachodayam Om Bhuvah Swaha Savitravarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo yo Prachodayam Om Bhuvah Swaha Savitravarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo yo Prachodayam Om Bhuvah Swaha Savitravarenyam Bhargo Devasya
Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha.
त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव बन्धु च सखा त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव सर्वं मम देवदेव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देवदेव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देवदेव.
જોડી હાથ પાએ પ્રેમથી સૌ માંગીએ, શરણો મળે સાચું તમારું હૃદયથી માંગીએ. જે જીવ આવ્યો આપ પાસે ચરણમાં અપનાવજો, પરમાત્મા હે આત્માને શાંતિ સાચી આપજો, પરમાત્મા હે આત્માને શાંતિ સાચી આપજો. વળી કર્મના યોગે ફરી જે ફૂલમાં અવતરે, ત્યાં પૂર્ણ પ્રેમે ઓ પ્રભુજી આપની ભક્તિ કરે. 184 બંધનોને લક્ષમાં લઈ કાપજો, પરમાત્મા હે આત્માને શાંતિ સાચી આપજો, પરમાત્મા હે આત્માને શાંતિ સાચી આપજો. સુસંપત્તિ સુવિચારને સત્કર્મનો દૈવારસો, જન્મો જન્મ સત્સંગથી કિરતાર પાર ઉતારજો. આલોક ને પરલોકમાં તવ પ્રેમ રગ રગ વ્યાપજો, પરમાત્મા હે આત્માને શાંતિ સાચી આપજો, પરમાત્મા હે આત્માને શાંતિ સાચી આપજો. મળે મોક્ષ કે સુખ સ્વર્ગના આશાઓને દેવી નથી, જો દેહ દુર્લભ માનવીનો ભજન કરવા ભાવથી, સાચું બતાવી રૂપ શ્રી ગિરિરાજ હૃદય સ્થાપજો, પરમાત્મા હે આત્માને શાંતિ સાચી આપજો, પરમાત્મા હે આત્માને શાંતિ સાચી આપજો, પરમાત્મા હે આત્માને શાંતિ સાચી.
कृपालु भज मन हरण भव भय दारुणम्, नव कंज लोचन कंज मुख कर कंज पद कंजारुणम्. श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम. कंदर्प अगणित अमित छवि नवनील नीरज सुंदरम, पटपीत मानहु तड़ित रुचि शुचि नौमि जनक सुतावरम्. श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम. भजु दीन बंधु दिनेश दानव, दैत्य वंश निकंदनम, रघुनंद आनंद कंद कौशन चंद दशरथ नंदनम. श्री राम जय जय राम. सिर मुकुट कुंडल तिलक चारु आजानु भुज शर चाप धर संग्राम जित खर दूषण श्री राम जय राम इति वदति तुलसीदास शंकर शेष मुनि मनरंजनम् मम हृदय कुंज निवास कुरु कामादिकल दल गंजनम् श्री राम जय राम श्री रामचंद्र कृपालु भज मन हरण भव भय दारुणं नव कंज लोचन कंज मुख कर कंज पद कंजारुणं श्री राम जय राम श्री राम जय राम
बसो वृंदावन में मेरी उम्र बीत गई गोकुल में मैं तो बन के दुल्हन आज सजी बस तुम ही हो मेरे तन मन में शमान बसो वृंदावन में मेरी उम्र बीत गई गोकुल में मैं तो बन के दुल्हन आज सजी बस तुम ही हो मेरे तन मन में शमान बसो वृंदावन में मैं दर दर तुझको खोज रही हाँ पल पल तुझको सोच रही मैं दर दर तुझको खोज रही हाँ पल पल तुझको सोच रही तेरी प्रीत में जीवन अर्पण है मेरी भक्ति का तू दर्पण है तेरी प्रीत में जीवन अर्पण है मेरी भक्ति का तू दर्पण है शमान बसो वृंदावन में मेरी उम्र बीत गई गोकुल मैं तो बन के दुल्हन आज सजी बस तुम ही हो मेरे तन मन में शमान बसो वृंदावन में मेरी उम्र बीत गई गोकुल जब मधुर मुरलिया बाजेगी अधरों पर खुशियाँ साजेगी जब मधुर मुरलिया बाजेगी अधरों पर खुशियाँ साजेगी तेरी छवि जो निहारूं अंतस में तेरा वास दिखे मुझे कण कण में प्रभु आन बसो वृंदावन में मेरी उम्र बीत गई गोकुल में शमान बसो वृंदावन में श्यामा रास रचाने आओ ना जपे श्यामा श्यामा, स्वस्ति नाम जपे श्यामा श्यामा, मिले सबको पन्हा तेरे चरणन में। श्यामान बसो वृंदावन में, मेरी उम्र बीत गई गोकुल में। मैं तो बन के दुल्हन आज सजी, बस तुम ही हो मेरे तन मन में। श्यामान बसो वृंदावन में, मेरी उम्र बीत गई गोकुल में। मैं तो बन के दुल्हन आज सजी, बस तुम ही हो मेरे तन मन में। श्यामान बसो वृंदावन में, मेरी उम्र बीत गई।
निकुंज में विराजे घनश्याम राधे राधे, निकुंज में विराजे घनश्याम राधे राधे, निकुंज में विराजे घनश्याम राधे राधे, निकुंज में विराजे घनश्याम राधे राधे। घनश्याम राधे राधे तू श्याम से मिला दे, श्याम राधे राधे तू श्याम से मिला दे। घनश्याम राधे राधे तू श्याम से मिला दे, श्याम राधे राधे तू श्याम से मिला दे। निकुंज में विराजे घनश्याम राधे राधे, निकुंज में विराजे घनश्याम राधे राधे, निकुंज में विराजे घनश्याम राधे राधे, निकुंज में विराजे घनश्याम राधे राधे। राधे राधे श्याम मिला दे, श्याम मिला दे, ओ राधे राधे श्याम मिला दे, श्याम मिला दे, ओ राधे राधे 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 ओ श्याम मिला दे, ओ श्याम मिला दे, ओ श्याम मिला दे, ओ राधे राधे ओ श्याम मिला दे, ओ राधे राधे ओ श्याम मिला दे। निकुंज में विराजे घनश्याम राधे राधे, निकुंज में विराजे घनश्याम राधे राधे, निकुंज में विराजे घनश्याम राधे राधे, निकुंज में विराजे घनश्याम राधे राधे। घनश्याम राधे राधे तो श्याम से मिला दे, श्याम राधे राधे तो श्याम से मिला दे। घनश्याम राधे राधे तो श्याम से मिला दे, श्याम राधे राधे तो श्याम से मिला दे। निकुंज में विराजे घनश्याम राधे राधे, निकुंज में विराजे घनश्याम राधे राधे। ओ राधे राधे ओ श्याम मिला दे, ओ राधे राधे श्याम मिला दे, ओ राधे राधे श्याम मिला दे, ओ राधे राधे श्याम मिला दे, हे राधे राधे श्याम मिला दे, ओ राधे राधे श्याम मिला दे, ओ राधे राधे मिला दे, ओ राधे राधे, शाम मिला दे, शाम मिला दे, शाम मिला दे, शाम मिला दे, ओ राधे राधे, शाम मिला दे, ओ राधे राधे, शाम मिला दे। निकुंज में विराजे घनश्याम राधे राधे,
निकुंज में विराजे घनश्याम राधे राधे,
निकुंज में विराजे घनश्याम राधे राधे। देवम कंस चाणूर मर्दनम देवकी परमानंदम कृष्णं वंदे जगद्गुरुम्। मेरे सर पर रख बनवारी अपने दोनों ये हाथ, देना हो तो दीजिए जन्म जन्म का साथ,
देना हो तो दीजिए जन्म जन्म का साथ,
देना हो तो दीजिए जन्म जन्म का साथ,
देना हो तो दीजिए जन्म जन्म का साथ।
मेरे सर पर रख बनवारी अपने दोनों ये हाथ,
देना हो तो दीजिए जन्म जन्म का साथ,
देना हो तो दीजिए जन्म जन्म का साथ। देने वाले श्याम प्रभु से नाम और इज्जत क्या मांगे,
देने वाले श्याम प्रभु से नाम और इज्जत क्या मांगे,
देने वाले श्याम प्रभु से नाम और इज्जत क्या मांगे,
देने वाले श्याम प्रभु से नाम और इज्जत क्या मांगे,
मांगे भी तो श्याम प्रभु से धन और दौलत क्या मांगे,
मांगे भी तो श्याम प्रभु से धन और दौलत क्या मांगे,
और मांगे भी तो श्याम प्रभु से धन और दौलत क्या मांगे,
मांगे भी तो श्याम प्रभु से धन और दौलत क्या मांगे।
मेरे जीवन में अब कर दे,
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 तू कृपा की बरसा। देना हो तो दीजिए जन्म जन्म का साथ,
देना हो तो दीजिए जन्म जन्म का साथ,
अब तो कृपा कर दीजिए जन्म जन्म का साथ,
देना हो तो दीजिए जन्म जन्म का साथ।
शान तेरे चरणों की धूली धन दौलत से महंगी है।
शान तेरे चरणों की धूली धन दौलत से महंगी है।
एक नजर कृपा की बाबा नाम इज्जत से महंगी है।
एक नजर कृपा की बाबा नाम इज्जत से महंगी है।
शाम तेरे चरणों की धूली धन दौलत से महंगी है।
शाम तेरे चरणों की धूली धन दौलत से महंगी है।
अरे एक नजर कृपा की बाबा नाम इज्जत से महंगी है।
एक नजर कृपा की बाबा नाम इज्जत से महंगी है।
मेरे दिल की यही तमन्ना,
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 करूं सेवा तेरी दिन रात। देना हो तो दीजिए जन्म जन्म का साथ।
देना हो तो दीजिए जन्म जन्म का साथ।
अब तो कृपा कर दीजिए जन्म जन्म का साथ।
देना हो तो दीजिए जन्म जन्म का साथ।
सुना है हमने शरणागत को अपने गले लगाते हो।
सुना है हमने शरणागत को अपने गले लगाते हो।
चाह कोई उठने से पहले झोली भर कर जाते हो।
चाह कोई उठने से पहले झोली भर कर जाते हो।
सुना है हमने शरणागत को अपने गले लगाते हो।
सुना है हमने शरणागत को अपने गले लगाते हो।
और चाह कोई उठने से पहले झोली भर कर जाते हो।
चाह कोई उठने से पहले झोली भर कर जाते हो।
तो चाहे जैसे रख बनवारी,
चाहे जैसे रख बनवारी,
चाहे जैसे रख गिरधारी,
चाहे जैसे रख गिरधारी,
बस होती रहे मुलाकात। देना हो तो दीजिए जन्म जन्म का साथ।
देना हो तो दीजिए जन्म जन्म का साथ।
ओ अब तो कृपा कर दीजिए जन्म जन्म का साथ।
देना तो दीजिए जन्म जन्म का साथ।
वैष्णव जन को तेरे कहिए जे पीड़ पराई जाने दे। पर दुखे उपकार करे तोए। तुम विनती सुनो सबकी, कल्याण करो जग का। तुम विनती सुनो सबकी, कल्याण करो जग का। सदराह दिखा करके उद्धार करो दुर्गा, उद्धार करो दुर्गा। तुम विनती सुनो सबकी, दर्शन हो माँ तेरे सबकी अभिलाषा है, मन में रहो तुम सबके, तुमसे यही आशा है। दर्शन हो माँ तेरे सबकी अभिलाषा है, मन में रहो तुम सबके, तुमसे यही आशा है। क्या मेरा क्या उसका, ये अपना पराया क्या, सद्ज्योति जला करके रोशन करो जग सारा, रोशन करो जग सारा। तुम विनती सुनो सबकी, संसार तो माया है, कभी धूप कभी छाया है, एक दिन उसे जाना है, जो भी यहाँ आया है। संसार तो माया है, कभी धूप कभी छाया है, एक दिन उसे जाना है, जो भी यहाँ आया है। क्या रंग है जीवन का, क्या रूप है मानव का, तुम ज्ञान बढ़ा करके उपकार करो दुर्गा, उपकार करो दुर्गा। तुम विनती सुनो सबकी, कल्याण करो जग का। तुम विनती सुनो सबकी, कल्याण करो जग का। महल ना धन दौलत की शान, हम तो मांगे तुझसे मालिक एक संतोष का दान, कि घर घर में खुशहाली हो, सदा सुख की हरियाली हो। नहीं चाहिए रंग महल ना धन दौलत की शान, हम तो मांगे तुझसे मालिक एक संतोष का दान। हमको जन्म दिया है, तू ही पालनहार। तेरी दया से फूले फले हम सबका घर संसार, तूने हमको जन्म दिया है, तू ही पालनहार। तेरी दया से फूल फले हम सबका घर संसार, नहीं चाहिए हीरे मोती, नहीं चाहिए हीरे मोती, ना रत्नों की खान। हम तो मांगे तुझसे मालिक एक संतोष का दान। सुख के बदले दुख देने की अगर भावना तेरी, दुख को सहने की शक्ति दे, यही प्रार्थना मेरी। सुख के बदले दुख देने की अगर भावना तेरी, दुख को सहने की शक्ति दे, यही प्रार्थना मेरी। किसी के आगे हाथ न फैलाए, अपनी मेहनत का सुख पाए, इतना दे वरदान। हम तो मांगे तुझसे मालिक एक संतोष का दान, कि घर घर में खुशहाली हो, सदा सुख की हरियाली हो। नहीं चाहिए रंग महल ना धन दौलत की शान, हम तो मांगे तुझसे मालिक एक संतोष। पिंजरे के पंछी रे, तेरा दर्द न जाने कोई, तेरा दर्द न जाने कोई। बाहर से खामोश रहे तू, बाहर से तो खामोश रहे तू, भीतर भीतर रोए रे, हे भीतर भीतर रोए, तेरा दर्द न जाने कोई। कह न सके तू अपनी कहानी, तेरी भी पंछी क्या जिंदगानी रे। कह न सके तू अपनी कहानी, तेरी भी पंछी क्या जिंदगानी रे। विधि ने तेरी कथा लिखी, आंसू में कलम डुबो, तेरा दर्द न जाने कोई, तेरा दर्द न जाने कोई। चुप के रोने वाले रखना छिपा के दिल के छाले रे। चुप के रोने वाले रखना छिपा के दिल के छाले रे। ये पत्थर का देश है पगले, कोई न तेरा हो, तेरा दर्द न जाने को। पिंजरे के पंछी रे, तेरा दर्द न जाने कोई, तेरा दर्द न जाने कोई। पिंजरे के पंछी रे,
Didn't know today would be our last, or that I'd have to say goodbye to you so fast. I'm so numb I can't feel anymore. I'm praying you just walk back through that door and tell me that I was only dreaming. You're not really gone as long as I believe. There will be another angel around the throne tonight. Your love lives on inside of me, and I will hold on tight. It's not my place to question, only God knows why. I'm just jealous of the angels around the throne tonight. Always made my troubles feel so small, and you were always there to catch me when I'd fall. In a world where heroes come and go, well, God just took the only one I know. So I'll hold you as close as I can, longing for the day when I see your face again. But until then, God must need another angel around the throne tonight. Your love lives on inside of me, and I will hold on tight. It's not my place to question, only God knows why. I'm just jealous of the angels around the throne tonight.
अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरम् अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरम् रामनारायणं जानकी वल्लभम् रामनारायणं जानकी वल्लभम् अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरम् अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरम् जैसे बुलाते नहीं, तुम मीरा के जैसे बुलाते नहीं। अच्युतम केशवम कृष्ण दामोदरम, राम नारायणं जानकी वल्लभम, कौन कहते हैं भगवान खाते नहीं, कौन कहते हैं भगवान खाते नहीं, कौन कहते हैं भगवान खाते नहीं, कौन कहते हैं भगवान खाते नहीं। वीर शबरी के जैसे खिलाते नहीं, वीर शबरी के जैसे खिलाते नहीं, वीर शबरी के जैसे खिलाते नहीं, वीर शबरी के जैसे खिलाते नहीं। अच्युतम केशवम कृष्ण दामोदरम, अच्युतम केशवम कृष्ण दामोदरम, राम नारायणं जानकी वल्लभम, राम नारायणं जानकी वल्लभम। कौन कहते हैं भगवान सोते नहीं, कौन कहते हैं भगवान सोते नहीं, कौन कहते हैं भगवान सोते नहीं, कौन कहते हैं भगवान सोते नहीं। माँ यशोदा के जैसे सुलाती नहीं, माँ यशोदा के जैसे सुलाती नहीं, माँ यशोदा के जैसे सुलाती नहीं, माँ यशोदा के जैसे सुलाती नहीं। अच्युतम केशवम कृष्ण दामोदरम, अच्युतम केशवम कृष्ण दामोदरम, राम नारायणं जानकी वल्लभम, राम नारायणं जानकी वल्लभम। कौन कहते हैं भगवान नाचते नहीं, कौन कहते हैं भगवान नाचते नहीं, कौन कहते हैं भगवान नाचते नहीं, कौन कहते हैं भगवान नाचते नहीं। गोपियों की तरह तुम नचाते नहीं, गोपियों की तरह तुम नचाते नहीं, गोपियों की तरह तुम नचाते नहीं, गोपियों की तरह तुम नचाते नहीं। अच्युतम केशवम कृष्ण दामोदरम, अच्युतम केशवम कृष्ण दामोदरम, नहीं हमारा माँ बाप और भैया दुख दूर कर हमारा संसार के रचैया सुख के सभी है साथी दुनिया के मित्र सारे सुख के सभी है साथी दुनिया के मित्र सारे तेरा ही नाम प्यारा दुख दर्द से बचैया तेरा ही नाम प्यारा दुख दर्द से बचैया दुख दूर कर हमारा संसार के रचैया दुनिया में फंस के हमको हासिल हुआ न कुछ पल दुनिया में फंस के हमको हासिल हुआ न कुछ पल तेरे बिना हमारा कोई नहीं सुनैया तेरे बिना हमारा कोई नहीं सुनैया
Namaste, ladies and gentlemen. The main is taking a lot longer than we anticipated, so we're going to start the program at this speed. So could I ask for you to please come slightly forward so that we can start the official expectations or desires for others to do what I believe they should do are forms of subjugation. I release myself from such thoughts, accept life's own example. So I am always happy and at peace. With that said, I'd like to call one of Kapil's very good friends, Mr. Roy Pidiachi.
It is sad to say goodbye. For more than 45 years, when I, as a teenager, also became a member of the Northdale Tennis Club that he was affiliated to. Needless to say, we immediately bonded. Kapil blossomed from humble beginnings with true humility, a refreshing view on life that he openly shared. He was a kind, caring, and generous person who was always willing to set aside his own needs and commitments to assist other people. He was a jovial and bubbly personality who brought joy and happiness to all those around him. He simply loved life. He was a person who oozed panache and love. Many of his friends either benefited from his words of wisdom, his encouragement, or his kind heart. He was humorous and witty and delighted all those around him. He respected everyone and earned respect from all by just being himself. He often spoke fondly of his wife, children, and grandchildren, and basked in their achievements. He would selflessly encourage his friends' children to further their education so that they too could reap the rewards of their successes. I know he loved spending time with his grandchildren, and I'm sure they revered his presence. Consciousness, the cosmos, Maharishi, Carl Sagan, the pranas, transcendental meditation. When Kapil starts speaking on any of these topics, and if you have prior appointments or commitments, you might as well cancel it. A very well-read, learned Kapil who had an insatiable appetite for grasping this knowledge would speak on them for hours. On many evenings, he would telephone me and direct me to go outside my house to look northeast and see the visible Jupiter. And if I look lower down to the left, about 10 degrees, I will see Venus. His passion was simply to educate. There are so many good experiences that we share with Kapil. These will always be treasured memories. He loved being with family and friends as he celebrated life. We will miss his companionship. I sent him a photo of the last fish I caught out before. His response was, "It's beautiful." I was reminded of the weekend that we went with our wife to Fafa Beach camping and caravan site, where we did some surf fishing. It was early evening. We saw a satisfied, glowing look on Kapil's face. It was on that occasion. It still remains the biggest fish that any of my friends have ever caught. That is when we together coined the phrase, "It's a beaut." He was a very independent person. He's passing on a certain unexpected. And you can see comfort in that he led a very good and fruitful life. He played and enjoyed sport throughout his life. And he did not have to endure long periods of suffering and pain, as is the case in so many older
my shoulders saying, "Can I give that a go?" We would watch in awe as Kapil, with his unwavering spirit, defied age and limitations. He taught us that true strength lies not only in physical ability, but in the willingness to embrace vulnerability and push beyond our comfort zone. A few months ago, as many of you I'm sure are aware, Kapil suffered a heart attack at the gym. He had completely flatlined. I saw the light leave his eyes. Greg, who's here as well, and I began the resus process. Kapil drifted in and out of consciousness and most likely life and death. When he eventually came through and I subsequently spoke to him in the ICU, he was initially incredulous at what had occurred. Later, and he also was so upset that we'd stopped the 108 sun salutations about death. He said none. I was skeptical with his quick answer, but he was sincere. And Vairagya, the practice, abhyasa, and then the letting go with a compassionate detachment. Kapil had done this. As we remember Kapil today, let us celebrate his life, his laughter, and his endless curiosity. Let us honor him by carrying forward the values he embodied: compassion, courage, and the pursuit of knowledge. Kapil, you have left an indelible mark on our lives. Thank you for your wisdom, your friendship, and your unwavering light. May your soul find peace, and may we continue to honor your memory in our hearts, thoughts, and practices. So initially I was going to facilitate just a 3-minute meditation, but perhaps because of time, we'll leave that for a little later. But I just wanted to share something this Saturday when he came to class. So typically what I do at the end of the class is share reading. And he was thrilled by this reading because one of his favorite mantras, which many of you know, was so hum. And it's often a breath mantra that one practices, with so being the inhalation and hum being the exhalation. And it means I am that. And so the reading from that class goes as follows. I am the seer that all is seen. I am the source that creates all being. I am the waking, dream, and the sleep. I am all the dimensions, infinite, deep. I am the transcendent, unmanifest, none. I am the infinity of creation, all in one. I am that lies beyond and within. I am eternal, without end or beginning. I am the roar of cascading time. I am that silence that is no mind. I am the manifestation, everything. I am the source of all and yet no thing. I am the knower of everything known. I am the seed in all things sown. I am the background behind creation. I am the isness of all without cessation. I am the dancer. I am the play. I am the night. I am the day. I am the Maya and the Gunas three. I am all that is or appears to be. I am the seer that cannot be seen. I am everything that's ever been. I am that I am, both witness and drama. I am the mysterious source of Brahma. Kapil, you are that. Namaste. I'd like to call upon Ishana to share a few words.
Good day, everyone. Wow, that was my dad. And I stand here so proudly today. All the lovely tributes, all the lovely messages, No amount of words will ever do justice in my tribute to you, Dad. There are not enough adjectives to describe what an amazing dad and soul you have been to us. You have been my light since my first breath and your last breath. I will always remember you for the sacrifices you made, your absolute reverence for life, your love in abundance, patience, gratitude, inspiration. I hope you know how much of respect I have for you for all these things. I want to emulate your kindness and your loving nature. Dad, you could never say no to any one of us or anyone in public when they were in need. Never selfish, absolutely generous. I will miss my good morning messages, and I'm sure many of you sitting here are going to miss it too. And your daily inspiring messages, which I always try to make my WhatsApp status. You have taught me and my siblings never to stop dreaming. I am all I am today, Dad, because of you and Mom. You will be reunited with her, and I think that's my only consolation. Nothing could have prepared me for this day. Absolutely nothing. I am still shocked. This is a huge loss to us. Will I be okay? I do not know, but I will pray and trust in God, and you will always be our guardian angels. Thank you, God, for this absolute privilege of having him as a dad. Dad, you are truly our legend. Go well, rest in peace, and your spirit will live forever.
Thank you. Thank you, Ishana. I'd like to call upon Kapil's granddaughter, Tejan.
There's still so much to say to you. So many conversations left to have. But right now, no words feel adequate. But the one thing I have to say is how grateful I am for you and the impact you have left on my life and all of our lives. You have always been so supportive, never failing to inspire and motivate us, always encouraging us to dream bigger. You've always instilled good qualities in us, always encouraged us to have a multitude of hobbies and interests. We could talk about absolutely anything. I have so many beautiful memories that I will always cherish. From all the school holidays spent with you, all us grandkids going down to Southwell to have ice cream with you, how you came to all my school events, always there to support me and cheer me on. I've been blessed with the best grandparents anyone could ever ask for, and no one could ever replace them. I love you so much, Pa. We will live in your legacy, and we hope to do you proud.
If I could ask Shivan, his grandson, so proud of his yoga prowess, so it always brings Shivan to class.
Afternoon, everyone. So at many gatherings, we'd ask Pa to speak because of the well speaker he was. And he'd always say he didn't prepare anything. And today I stand here unprepared, but yeah, so please forgive me if I stutter or say something out of place. Who would I be without Pa? many people like than I am, but many of the things in my life, major things in my life, wouldn't be as it is now if it wasn't encouragement from arts in the park every year, without fail, for like the past 15 years. For yoga, all the yoga we used to do, and even poetry. When he learned, I also had, a liking for poetry. He would start discussing more about deep, profound thoughts. 2 weeks ago, he even recited a poem that he wrote when he was younger. I wish I could remember all the words, but he was a beautiful poet, and not many people would have known that. If I had to look around the room, to look around my sister and cousin, I would think of our memories with Pa. Maybe we would, like Tejal mentioned, go to Sassol, all our Christmases. If I had to look at Auntie Shana, I would think of all the trips to Dublin, and we'd stop at Mandras to get a biryani. And if I had to look at Indonesia, I'd remember all the things he'd say. Neil sent me this, and Renisha sent me that, and all the wild things that they used to do. If I have to look at my mother, I would think of the holidays we did with Pa. To look at my father, I would think of how he'd be like, "Sudden, let's have a glass of wine." And if I look at my family as a whole, I would think of him and my granny. So what I'm trying to say is, if I had to look at anyone in this room, I'll be reminded of a memory of Pa. And that there means that he may be putting him to rest today, but the memory of him lies in every one of us. So thank you, Pa, for everything that you've done. We'll miss you.
Thank you, Shivan. I'd like to call upon Chris, who was a good friend and who Kapil was a huge fan of, to share a few words.
Good afternoon, everyone. I met Kapil at yoga class at Virgin Active through Umesh, and being at the gym was a new experience for me. It was something that I didn't, as you can see, it wasn't a place I habitated regularly. It was a new experience, and after a few weeks, Kapil came to speak to me, and he introduced himself, and he said, "I've noticed you've been coming here regularly to class, and I've noticed you've improved," which was quite a surprise because, first of all, it was unusual that someone was even aware that I was there in a group of people, but that he actually was taking notice and very supportive in that. A few weeks later, he noticed that in the press that I was doing a concert at the Tate Art Gallery as a pianist, concert pianist, and he asked me about it. And many people ask about concerts, and they ask about what I do and what's going on. But amazingly enough, Kapil actually arrived, and that was a big surprise that someone from that class had actually come to the concert. And he became a regular supporter, not at the gallery there, at concerts at my home, but also at the Hilton College venue. And it was always such a surprise to see him. He really enjoyed, I don't know if he really was, if classical music, Western art music was his thing, but he really seemed to engage with it. And he was always very interested in what I was doing, not only in the music that I was playing, but in terms of how I was experiencing it, which was a more interesting engagement of the experience for him. That as a performer, what I was thinking, how I prepared for the concerts and what I was actually doing. It was always amazing. As you know, Kapil would arrive at the concerts immaculately dressed, a beautiful polo neck jersey, with beautiful tweed jacket, and always very, very pleased to meet everyone he found there. On numerous occasions, especially at the art gallery, I would find him after the concert or even before, engaging, sitting at the table, having coffee, meeting absolute strangers, 85-year-old ladies from Czechoslovakia, a 75-year-old lady who was studying Sanskrit, ironically, as a fourth language that she spoke. And he always seemed to be very interested to chat and really engage with anyone that he came across. But the thing that I'll take away and I'll remember and be most inspired by him was his attention to you when he either spoke to you or when you spoke to him. He had a very rare ability to be very engaging. When he spoke to you, he looked directly at you. And when he listened, he really listened. He didn't listen to reply. He really was very interested in whatever you could tell him or whatever he was asking about or whatever he can learn. And I was always amazed. I'm very inspired by that, always amazed by that when, even in the most simple moments, there was always this very deep, profound, quiet engagement that he had, which really made everyone who he was with feel quite special. And that's something I thought was very rare, and I'll always remember.
Thank you, Chris. So I think there's a track that will be played of Christopher's that Kapil really appreciated. So we'll have that. And then once the track's over, we'll have our last speaker who will be trading. I'd like to call upon Craigie, one of Kapil's friends, to share a few words.
Good afternoon. It's with a heavy heart that I address you, but it is also with measures of warmth that has been shared with everyone here, particularly the family, understandable. But Mr. Padiachi and Mr. Doigan have spoken to the heart of what I experienced in the last 8 years that I got to know Kapil, together with his very good friend Kapil Maharaj. So when I got the news from Dev Naidu that Kapil had passed away, I immediately called Casey, and he was at lessons with his pupils, and he just believed what I said, and he said he'd call me back. He confirmed either with Melanie or Neil that was so, and he called me back, and so I immediately told him that you two guys I know for a period of 8 years, and all what Roy spoke about, what Christopher Doigan spoke about, I had the privilege of experiencing. The greatest experience is to learn and read. And Kapil set me on a path of discovery on things that were totally foreign to me. And these two guys and I would as Friday breakfast because I had time and Kapil consumed time. And we spent, sometimes it moved over to a Saturday, depending on how it suited us. And I am grateful for having learned to read the right things. My work involved reading, but the stuff that leads to yoga and self-realization is a scientific thing. It's based on science. Kapil knew authors like Nada. There are so many. In the last 7 years, I've read recommended books by Kapil and Casey, probably in the region of about 25 to 30. All to do with what Umesh explains in the yoga discourse. But I asked Casey to speak simply because these two guys, Kapil and Casey, knew each other from the time they were able to recognize another human being. So it was probably around 6 months. Both of them, I think Casey is 6 months older than Kapil, at a good age of 76. And when I went to the family yesterday, Casey told me that physically he would not be able to address you people because of the closeness and the bond he shared with Kapil. And he asked me to do so instead. And I agreed because I spent a lot of time with both these guys. And Kapil was knowledgeable, as Roy explained. He was committed to things that Christopher Duggan explained. And there began my journey with Kapil and Casey into art, into music, to quite extremes. We came across a guy like Rob Boyd, who dealt with poets and music. And the last few we attended was Nina Simone, Morrison, David Bowie. And then I got to understand that lyrics and music is poetic stuff. And it all comes down to people's experiences. And I really love spending time with Kapil. I had the time, Kapil had the time. But more important, he had the knowledge. And he was able to send that knowledge out to whoever cared to listen and pay attention. He was committed. When Casey told me that, put it this way, these guys grew up together, they roughed it out together in town. They had a wonderful life. Casey went into education, Kapil went into drawing, but they remained close all those 76 years, 75 and a half years. And today, Casey outside Kapil's house told me that there was something that he was going to tell me after the formalities, after the funeral. But when I was sitting alongside him there, and as you guys were speaking and listening to the speakers, he decided to share that. And I must tell you up front that Kapil Maharaj is a scientist. Nearly every bright spark in Peter Maritzburg that got 8 A's and 7 A's, one of those A's belongs to him and his guidance, to all the people in Peter Maritzburg. So I respect him as a scientist. You guys know of what people have spoken about Kapil. And these two guys, one is still around, made a pact. And I only got to know about it today, and I asked Casey's permission to share this with you. They had a pact, I don't know when it arose, but it was during their years together, that when one goes, the one that goes is going to signify that he's arrived where he wanted to be by the flickering of lights. Yesterday evening, we left Kapil's home at 1 o'clock, I think. And Casey went home, and in his normal preparation for bed, the lights he thought went off. He put it aside, he went to bed, he woke up this morning, and as he was preparing to come here, 4 globes in the room that he was, he tells me, flickered and went off. And Casey obviously went back to the pact they had made, and he had a conversation with Kapil. And I'm talking about a scientist. I'm a realist, most of you are. But the information comes from Casey, a person who lies here, so dear to all of you and to you. And when Roy spoke about Kapil being with Christina, the guy that he spent most of his life with has transmitted something, and I'm sharing it with you guys because that's the type of person Kapil was. You know, I went around with him, and Kapil worked for a white company. Indians, when we gather, generally gravitate towards our own. When I went to these music and the arts with Kapil, people would know him, old white ladies, old white men, because he worked in their environment. And he was able to reach him. And I'm glad that he reached me. I must have been about 55 or so when I started interacting with Kapil and Casey. And at that late age, these guys, and Kapil, I chose as my role model. I've now learned all that Kapil was able to impart to me and what Casey imparted. So I recognize what difficulty Casey might have had in addressing the people, all that knew and loved Kapil. I do it as an honor in having known Kapil. Thank you.
Thank you, Freddy. Well, should the lights flicker? So that's obviously a sign. So with that said, I'm going to hand over to Pandit Kiran Satkal, who conduct the official rites.
My Prem Namaste to one and all of you. Dear friends, listening to all the wonderful messages and tributes about a humble soul, a real man for all seasons. 2 days or 3 days ago, I got a phone call from Kapil, and he and I, well, we don't say Panditji and whatever. Kiran said, yes, Kapil. Now I was getting ready for a long conversation. So he says, can we talk? I said, okay. And he says, Diwali, I said, yes, it's at the end of October. He says, Havan? I said, yes. He says, well, you know, we have a standing date on Diwali Day for the last 3 years, I think it was, 3 or 4 years, that I used to go to Kapil's place at 11 o'clock in the morning and conduct the Diwali Havan for him. And all the members of the TM that used to meet and do their early morning meditation. And we used to culminate with a yajna. And the last one we had friends over from Howick. A friend from Howick actually that joined us for the Havan. So that was Kapil, a man who was very spiritual. And by the way, said, you know, my conversation with him was going towards the Havan. Then he started saying, do you know about the Akashic records? And I said, Kapil, I have, and I read about Akashic records. He said, we need to have a conversation about this. And we need to go back in terms of who we are and where we come from. I said, okay. And that is why I say that he was a keen sportsman. I grew up going to the tennis courts in Northdale, and I remember Kapil playing tennis there and even in town with the older folk, like my late uncle and various others playing tennis at Northdale Stadium. I remember taking my sister to him at Armstrong Motors, and she purchased the first vehicle from him. I remember Kapil standing with my aunt Shanu and speaking for hours and hours about literature, books, science. And she was one person that worked in the library system. If you ordered a book, she made sure she got it for you. And their friendship transcended for years because of reading and because of books. Not forgetting seeing Kapil in an audience when the Italian Congress was having the meetings, standing or sitting there quietly and taking in all the political rhetoric of that period, being part of UDF, sitting in our meetings, very silently, but also contributing in his own way. That is why I said he was a man for all seasons. When it came to his yoga and meditation, many know that that was his first love. And you know, when we look at the spiritual path that we follow, we always want to know how our last moments and how our last days are going to unfold. And I think Kapil prepared himself, and his relationship with his maker was one where he could say to the Almighty or his spiritual guides that I am now ready and you can come and take me. So he had a most beautiful death. He had a conversation with a colleague and friends. He went out into the community. He came back, and we don't really know, but he lay down in his bed. And like many sages and saints, when the time was ready, they said, right, I'm ready to leave this earthly plane. He was a person of that nature, highly evolved, in tune with his spirituality, in tune with his maker. And so today we wish you well. And what I have to do today is dedicate your physical body back to the elements, because your spiritual side has moved on. Let us bow our heads and let us pray. Oh.
Om Bhurbhuvah Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Diyo Yo Nah Prachodayat. Om Bhurbhuvah Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Go Devasya Dhimahi Diyo Yo Nah Prachodayat. Om Bhurbhuvah Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Diyo Yo Nah Prachodayat. Tvamadideva Purusha Puranasvamasya Vishvasya Param Nidhanam Veta Asi Vedyam Cha Param Cha Dhama Tvaya Tatham Vishva Manantarupa Vasansi Jirnani Yatha Vihaya Navani Grihanati Naroparani Tatha Sharirani Vihaya Jirnanya Anyani Sanyati Navani Dehi Najayate Mriyate Va Kadachin Nayam Bhutvam Bhavita Vana Bhuyaha Ajo Nitya Shashvato Yam Purano Nahanyate Hanyamane Sharire Nainam Chindanti Shastani Nainam Dahati Pavakaha Nachainam Kledayantyapo Nashoshayati Marutaha Jatasya hi dhruvo mrityur dhruvam janma mritasya cha tasmada pariharyete natvam shochitum harhasi Avyaktadhini bhutani vyakta madhyani bharata Avyaktani dhananyeva tatra ka paridevanaha. A man who believed in the Bhagavad Gita and chapter 2, हे परमात्मा, आप इस विश्व की उत्पादक देव है, आप ही इसके संचालक है, आप सर्वज्ञ है, आप हमारी ज्ञान ये योग्य है, आप इस संसार में व्यापक होकर अनंत रूप में प्रकट हो रहे हैं। जैसे मनुष्य अपने पट्टे पुराने कपड़े को उतारकर नए कपड़े को धारण करता है, वैसे ही यह आत्मा रोगी और अशक्त शरीर को छोड़कर नवीन शरीर को धारण करता है। आत्मा को कभी जन्म नहीं होता और न कभी इसकी मृत्यु होती है। यह अनादि और अमर है, यह सदा रहने वाला नित्य पुरातन और अजन्मा है। शरीर के नाश होने पर भी आत्मा को नहीं नाश होती है। आत्मा को हथियार काट नहीं सकते, इसको आग जला नहीं सकती, ना इसको पानी डूब सकता है, ना हवा सुखा सकती है। जैसे जन्म होता है उसकी मृत्यु भी अवश्य होती है।
और जिसकी मृत्यु होती है उसका जन्म भी अवश्य होता है, इसलिए होने वाले हैं उसके शोक मत करो। इस जीवन के प्रवाह में मनुष्य जन्म से पूर्वम अनजान रहता है, मृत्यु की वह फिर अनजान बन जाता है। उसे हम सिर्फ इस जीवन काल में देख सकते हैं। मृत्यु इस जीवन प्रवाह का अनंत नहीं है, इसलिए इसके शोक मत करो। He's saying all beings are invisible before birth. They are invisible again after death. And we see only the mortal being in its existing lifespan. O Almighty God, may you grant us the wisdom to accept this truth. Om Vedahametam Purusham Mahatama Aditya Varanam Tamasaha Parastat Tvameva Vididvati Mrityumeti Nanyaha Panta Vidyate Yanaya. Om Ya Atmada Balada Yasya Vishwa Upasate Prashisham Yasya Devaha Yasya Chayamritam Yasya Mrityu Kasmei Deva Yaha Vishavidema. Om Suryam Chakshur Gacchatu Vatamatmadayancha Gaccha Prithivincha Dharmana Apova Gaccha Yadhi Tatrate Itamoshadishu Pratitishta Sharire. Om Shamagne Paschatapasham Purastacham Uttaracham Attaratapenam Ekasredha Vihito Jata Vedaha Samyagenam Dehi Sukritamuloke. Om Samgachasva Pitribihi Samyamenesta Purtena Parame Vyoman Hitavaya Vadhyam Punarastamehi Samgachatam Tanva Suvarchaha. Om Vayur Anilamritam Tedham Bhasmantam Shariram. Om Krato Smara Kilbe Smara Kritam Smara. Om Eka Eva Suridharmo Nidhanetyanu Yatiyaha Sharirena Samam Nasham Sarvamanyati Gacchati. Om Vedaha Metam Purusham Mahantaham. You say, Almighty Paramatma, you are full of splendor, and like the sun, you are untainted by darkness, and there is no other path in salvation and eternal bliss than by getting to know you. And may we be blessed with the wisdom to know you. In this hour of distress, we need you. You alone can give the physical vigor and spiritual strength that is required. May all the components of this body be merged into the 5 elements of this universe. May its vision be absorbed once again into the sun. May its breath go back into the atmosphere and the other senses into the appropriate elements. And may the soul, according to noble deeds performed here, be in a state of peace. Almighty God, you are self-luminous and you dispense justice even-handedly. You reward everyone justly, and may the soul of this body find peace in every direction. You are the creator, the sustainer, and the dissolver of this universe. May this soul be in a state of peace. May the soul, by its austerity, its enlightenment and good deeds, attain like its forebears a suitable state. May it be free from all blemishes and once again inherit an enlightened form. The soul is immortal. It is not made of the 5 elements, and the physical body will be reduced to ashes and will be disposed of suitably. May we forever remember you, Almighty God, in every deed that we perform. Almighty Paramatma, all material links of this body. It is only one's good deeds, and that is dharma, which we heard earlier on, that remains with the soul after death. And may this dharma never be allowed to perish. Can we all chant the following shlokas? Om Asato Ma Satgama Sorma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya. Om Asato Ma Satgamaya Tamasorma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya. Om Asato Ma Satgamaya Tamasorma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mokshyamamrita. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mokshyamamrita. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mokshyamamrita. When we say Om Asatoma Satgamaya, we say, Almighty Paramatma, may you lead us from untruth to truth. May you lead us from darkness to light, but may you lead this wonderful soul to immortality. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe. We say, Almighty Paramatma, the Lord of the three worlds, just as a ripe fruit will leave its pedestal, may this wonderful soul be in your care. Dear friends, that concludes our Antyeshti Prarthana. We will allow the family to pay the last respects. Thereafter, we will conclude with the hymn of peace, Shanti Path.
So can I call upon these who will do a vote of thanks for us before Panditji concludes?
Good afternoon, family and friends. On behalf of the Maharaj and Play families, I would like to extend a heartfelt thank you to all of you who have assisted them during this trying time that they've been experiencing. There are a few that I have to mention though. To Shanaz and Ramesh, thank you for keeping an eye on Uncle Kapil and Melanie. Thank you to Chinky, Vash, Kavi for always assisting them. Auntie Daya, Auntie Dana, Crystal, Salvan, thank you. Kimi and family, thank you for always being there for them. Uncle Kapil's families, I don't know you all personally, but thank you for whatever you've done to assist the families. In closing, Uncle Kapil liked quotes by Rumi. This is one of them that I think is quite befitting for today. I learned that every mortal will taste death, but only a select few shall taste life. Uncle Kapil, you've tasted life. You are one of the select few. Go well, my friend. You are older than your father, but you are also a friend. May your soul attain moksha. Thank you on behalf of the families.
प्रभु तेरे द्वारे आया है आत्मा, प्रभु तेरे द्वारे आया है आत्मा, शांति दीजियो है परमात्मा, शांति दीजियो है परमात्मा। जन्म मरण के फेरे तालना, जन्म मरण के फेरे तालना, मुक्ति दीजियो है परमात्मा, मुक्ति दीजियो है परमात्मा। हम सब मिलकर करते हैं प्रार्थना, हम सब मिलकर करते हैं प्रार्थना, सद्गति दीजियो है परमात्मा, सद्गति दीजियो है परमात्मा। प्रभु तेरे द्वारे आया है आत्मा, प्रभु तेरे द्वारे आया है आत्मा, शांति दीजियो है परमात्मा, शांति दीजियो है परमात्मा, मुक्ति दीजियो है परमात्मा, सद्गति दीजियो है परमात्मा। Can we ask all friends to rise? We say that may there be peace in the heavenly region and the atmosphere. May peace reign on this earth. Let there be coolness in the waters, and may the herbs be healing. May the plants be peace-giving, and may there be harmony in the celestial objects and perfection in the eternal knowledge. May everything in this universe be peaceful, and let that peace pervade everywhere. May that peace abide in you, and may that peace come to this wonderful soul. Om Dyo Shantirantariksham Shanti Prithvi Shantirapah Shanti